my email, my calendar,
that's true.
my contacts. Right? It's just in a convenient cell phone shaped package for me to carry around with me.
You're right.
If the police wanted it,
they could just
go get it elsewhere.
That's true.
I mean, so data's moving around.
Really good point.
One of the problems with these debates is we always focus on one thing. We focus on cameras, focus on cell phones, we focus on CCTV. Whereas the problem is everything put together. Right? It's not drones, it's drones with cameras. It's not drones with cameras. It's drones with cameras and face recognition, the ability to track between different drones and day-to-day, tie that back to databases so you can see in real time from a drone everybody's name and income level as they walk around town.
This is a terrifying prospect.
In a way, getting your data from the phone is super inefficient because, one, the person knows that you've done it, probably. They see you plugging their phone into something, and you have to only get one person at a time's data. What a drag. Unfortunately, since a series of sort of misguided rulings from the late 70s, Fourth Amendment doctrine is that once your data is in third-party hands, once it's Google or Facebook holding on to it, in principle, that's now their business records. You've surrendered your Fourth Amendment privacy interest. And so a lot of that data that we naturally expect to be protected by the Fourth Amendment's requirement of a warrant issued by a judge isn't protected in that way and can be gained.
People are totally unaware of that. That actually pertains to your Gmail account, for instance, which is stored on Google servers or any other
but
email.
Pretty much everything these days. Cloud computing, we have our pictures somewhere, our emails somewhere. All of our data is very rarely on our devices now. It's really elsewhere because it makes a lot of sense. But now, as Julian said, the rules no longer apply that protect them.
In a weird way, our protections, our First Amendment, Fourth Amendment protections haven't really caught up with the 21st century.
Not even close.
And the technology is evolving much faster than laws ever will. Let's bring it right back home here in Illinois. You were shooting the show here in Chicago, and you may be unaware that right here in Illinois there are 91 organizations working on counterterrorism efforts. And what's interesting about that number of 91 is that more than 3/4 of them didn't exist before 9/11. So these are brand new organizations that are involved in some way or another in surveillance. That's why we call it Illinois the land of surveillance. Welcome to this place. What we happen to have here is 2 fusion centers. You talked a little bit about these. Here's a really ugly diagram from the government. It's non-confidential, so it's been released for us to show to you tonight. And tell me a little bit more about these fusion centers. In your view, they haven't been very effective.
Right. Well, in the view of a bipartisan report that the Senate put out, despite years of being assured that these were a proven vital tool. The theory was you synthesize information from local law enforcement, lots of different